All right, there it is. There it is. Hold on, guys. I got on. I love it. Welcome. We're gonna let some of you get there. He is. That there he is.
What's up now?
Good, good, man. You looking good, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Good
How you
afternoon.
doing?
Good evening. Where you at right now, JC?
I'm at home. I'm in Detroit.
Detroit. Okay, okay. We're gonna be in Detroit. That's gonna be nice for you to get some time there in your city. So
Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
good. Um,
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I told people 2:30. That's what we posted. So I want
Yeah.
some fans to be able to have some time to come on in here. And before we start anything, Jordan Crawford, I want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your very busy schedule, especially with the season just a week and some change away. We're excited for this first week, season 8. And I just want to say how much I appreciate you taking the time out today,
Oh,
bro.
oh, man, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I've been a part of it for a little while now, And it's more than just playing basketball, man. We trying to grow the league, do something big. So I appreciate you, having me a part of it.
Absolutely, man. Team player, brother. Team player, especially with your status in the league. So let's get into it. Actually, let's get right into it. Actually, what we're doing here right now, Jordan Crawford, let me give you a proper introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, co-captain, Big Three champion, the one, the only, Jordan Crawford is taking over the Big Three IG.
Yeah,
So this is something we're doing right here on Big Three IG. It's kind of like a takeover, have a good time,
yeah,
just kind of get more of hard nose talking. You're with your boy
yeah,
Tat. We have a good
yeah,
vibe, and the fans, man. I think this is really what the fans need, especially to get a little more intimate and closer with a player like yourself, Jordan.
yeah. Yeah, this is big. Thanks for having me. It's gonna be an exciting season coming up. Changing from the enemies to the LA riots and being part of a ownership group. You could feel the excitement, and it's gonna be a little more juice around the arenas. And each week, part of the big three, you could tell it's growing all around.
Let's talk about that really quick.
Yeah.
At the 2025 Big Three draft, you weren't there. We were in Las Vegas, but it was electric, Jordan.
No, I
It
was
was
there.
electric. And
I was in
oh,
there.
you were there. You were there.
Yeah,
Okay, my bad, my bad. But then if you were there, then you felt that energy, right?
yeah,
You felt
yeah,
that electricity, and it's carrying over into the next days and the next weeks and week 1 and season 8.
yeah.
You can feel the buzz, you can see it more on social media, you can hear more fans talking about it. Let's talk about that change from enemies where you won a Big Three championship into now playing for a franchise. Not only a franchise, we're talking about history. Teams like the Lakers,
Yeah.
teams like the Dodgers, teams like the Kings. Now we got the LA Riot, and
Yeah.
y'all gonna be debuting at the Intuit Dome. How dope? I mean, like you said, does that give you more energy and excitement to come into season 8?
Oh yeah. I mean, I really, you can feel the energy. I do. The LA Riots, man, basketball wise, I feel it's gonna be the biggest team in LA. I mean, we got the names to back it up, and changing from the enemies to the LA Riots, the enemies we had a certain character, you know what I'm saying? We was the guys that didn't give a fuck a little bit, and that energy was, it served us well. It got us to a championship and back to the playoffs the year after that. So I mean, change to the LA Riot. I mean, what name is harder than LA Riot? So.
Honestly, honestly, I don't know. And the only way that I will ever put down a Dodger hat, let me do this
Yeah,
right.
for sure. Man, gotta put it
It's for
on.
a riot
Yeah,
hat, baby.
I ain't take mine
For
off
a
yet.
riot hat, baby. LA,
No, for sure.
stand up.
No, for sure. So you know that it's definitely a different excitement. Then you having Dwight Howard a part of it. I
Wesley
mean,
Johnson, Jeff Teague. This
yeah,
team is stacked.
yeah, the names fit. We're gonna sit we gonna sit some ass in the seats. You know what I'm saying? So it's the vibe there, and we gonna come out from week one, and we gonna show improve. I
But
think that's what it's about.
and speaking of week one, let's not forget about a player that you've won a championship with. Actually, he's one of my favorite players in the Big Three. Any
Mm,
team, thank God that you guys are he went from enemies to riot. But I think any team will be successful with an Elijah Stewart. And
yeah,
and 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 and, and Stu, man, he's going hard.
yeah,
Before we even get to week one, he's out there, he's getting his trash talk on, he's building his energy, and Stu stays on that court. He stays playing ball. People
yeah,
don't understand that. He's coming in with some heat. And I
yeah,
guess something that was on his mind. And again, we're on the takeover. This is what it's
yeah.
all about. I don't even think Big Three knows I'm doing this right now, bro. I'm
Uh-huh.
taking over the IG and everything. But I know Stu's a little heated about Nazir Core. Let's talk about Three's company had the number one. The rookie of the year, Nazir Core. He wasn't drafted in the pool. He's not returning with Three's company, who is now the Miami 305, who you guys are going to be playing
Yeah,
June 14th. CBS all the way live, Chicago Allstate Arena. Tickets are on sale right now. Big3.com/tickets. There's some heat. There's some
yeah,
heat. I had a chance to speak with Rio and Mo and Reggie Evans, and yo, there's like, yo, man, we ain't really tripping. So whatever they
yeah.
want to do, they want to bring, we bring it.
Yeah, I mean that's I like Stu ain't stopped hooping in 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And that's why honestly, that's why we went and got Wesley Johnson, because a player of his stature, for him to be at the combine, it was like, damn, you humble enough to be in the combine after your stature, and you want to hoop? Oh yeah, we gonna get you. I don't really know what's going on with their issues and why they didn't get Nazir. He had a good year, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't even the type. I didn't jump in the combine. I waited until they finally realized I need to play. But niggas do need to show up. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you ever too big to show up. You got to secure your spot, and he do deserve to be on the roster. I was actually thinking about picking him, but we in LA. We had to go with Jeff Teague, the Hollywood story. You know what I'm saying? Because we trying to have all the stars and we trying to win it all. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how we rocking. I don't really know what's going on with them.
Jordan, let me ask you a question, man, and I think fans want to know this. I even want to know
You
this.
like the shirt? Okay, yeah,
There you go. Off the top, there, Dwight Howard, bringing a name like Dwight Howard, you know how big that is. That's a very big deal for
yeah,
Big Three. But he's getting the face already. He got that captain title already.
yeah.
How does that make you feel? What does that do for you? I want to hear what you really feel about that, and let the fans know, is this good for the team? Are you guys focused, or are the egos get in the way, or anything like that?
Oh man, I mean that's Dwight Howard. I don't care what I did before he got there. You gotta make sense of the whole thing. If Dwight Howard want to jump on your team, you got to be smart and play it right. That was an easy decision for me to go to co-captain and want to. I always wanted to play alongside Dwight Howard, and just seeing what he did in the other league. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a part of that. So I mean that it only makes sense to play with him and then add other players that know how to complement him. So I mean somebody with a name. The big three need these names. So for Dwight Howard to want to come in there, it shouldn't be nobody else that shouldn't want to.
And these names are stacked on paper. JC, this is a heavyweight title fight. This is
Yeah,
WrestleMania, and we're coming out week one. The
yeah,
305, Miami 305 versus the LA Riot. On paper, this shit looks crazy.
yeah,
You got MVP Michael Beasley. You got Rio. You got Reggie Evans. You got Lance Stevenson, their number one pick. And they're coming on Chicago Allstate Arena to battle it out against Dwight Howard, Jordan Crawford, Elijah Stewart, Jeff Teague, Wesley Johnson. I
yeah,
mean, on paper, this is the fight, almost like a hell of a way
yeah,
to come out in week one.
yeah, yeah. I'm glad everybody got pride in themselves again. You know what I'm saying? They taking, I feel like I put a lot of pride in people to be happy with the big three and to come there and perform at the highest level. everybody was trying to cry and get back in the other league and say nobody wanted them. So I'm happy, it's a stage like this they can feel, they can feel prideful again and, show their best. And with all those names, it's good to have a Mike Beasley playing at the top of his game. That's good for the league, you know what I'm saying? So it's good that, everybody going to be on court. You could, the fans can see them. And they got pride again, man. I was tired of just being the only one with pride and being like knowing that the big three was cool. So I'm glad there's some other cats that, they feel good about themselves again.
Very cool question right here from top_G24. He's asking JC, you're going to launch celebration this Saturday for the LA Riot. I know you guys got a big event at Crenshaw this weekend. I'm wondering, will you be attending that?
Oh man. Them LA Riots, I see that they on the live right now. They fly me out there. I'll be out there.
Okay, all good. There it is, man. Um, Jordan, man, listen, we know, I know your time is limited, but I just got a few more questions
Oh
for
yeah,
you.
we
Uh, uh,
here.
uh,
We here. Take your
you,
time. We here.
Jay, you know what it takes. When you first came into the league, did you expect the league to be what it is? This hard nosed, gotta be on your toes. We've seen players come and
Yeah,
go, stars come and
yeah,
go. Uh, this season is different.
yeah,
It's almost historic, and you can feel like we were saying, like the energy, the level of competition is so high. You know what it takes, JC.
yeah,
Are you able to translate that to your team and others as well, to let them know, like, look, man, we ain't playing around in this league.
yeah,
You got to bring it, because it's only 10 weeks, one slip, and you can't.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out Mike Taylor too. I see my boy on here. But yeah, I was plotting on the big three-way before I actually got in it. And then it was hard for me to get in it because a little bit of the gatekeeping. But Joe, I got to shout out Joe Johnson. He brought a certain professionalism to it that turned it up too when he came in there and played. But I was always knowing anywhere I feel like I'm on the basketball court, I feel like that's the apex of basketball. You know what I'm saying? So I was always gonna bring my game, and I was knowing that it's being on CBS national TV. If you show up and perform, enough people gonna see it. So and then the whole enemies swagger. I think that added to it, and it made a lot of the young people see that it was cool. And I just, I think over average, as you see, when you show up to a big three game, you see how real it is. You see you really got to show up, perform. You got to hit a game winning bucket. It ain't no clock running out. So it's, I didn't see it coming to this fast, but I mean, with all the guys starting to take it serious, the Corey Brewers, the Gerald Greens, you know what I'm saying? It really sped up the likability, I feel like, and it, start moving a little faster other than just back downs and stuff like that. So, I mean, and then you turn it to some each team having ownership and stuff like that out of each cities and stuff. I mean, it's just making more sense day by day to the casual fans. And, when they see it, when they see a lot of you can tell, no matter what level of basketball is, you can tell what type of level of player he is when he on that court. So, it's gonna translate to everybody in their minds. And so, I mean, it's exciting.
It is.
I think this next
Man, we got a
yeah,
lot of fans right now talking, and I love that. That's what this takeover is all
yeah,
about. You got fans in here just applauding you and showing you so much love right now, JC. And I gotta say this. Yesterday, me and my son, we were playing some 2K, going back and forth, and there's so many players from the league that are on this game.
yeah,
And I was telling my son that I was interviewing you tomorrow, which is today.
yeah,
And I told my son, you got to look at this man's highlights. Something that it's such an important question to me as a fan, Jordan, is a lot of people who never got to see you play in the league and don't know who you are and don't know how, you know, what you coming over to Big Three, how exciting was it for you to be able to have a platform like Big Three to showcase this, and not only showcase it, JC, to come out and win a championship on top of
yeah,
it? Like, you came and elevated that game where people were trying to keep up with you. It was very
yeah,
hard,
yeah.
and you was just dogging cats on the court. You know, talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to thank Q for and Jeff for putting on this great platform for players that have a lot to give but don't know where to, display it at. So, I was excited to get in it from the jump, no matter how I got in it, and just playing, being able to play basketball in front of my, people in the United States, them understanding where I came from and not being able to all the way see me play in my prime and, the other league, it was big to be able to go put my best foot forward when I jumped onto the enemies. And then, how serious I took it, that rubbed off on a lot of guys.
It
How
did.
serious I was, you know what I'm saying? Because I was taking it very serious, and I think people was a little too cool to take the big three serious because they was filling up they past or their history and stuff like that. So it was good to just display my game, be healthy out there, and do everything I did. And then, I wasn't expecting to win the championship, but as week went by and I seen that, it was an opportunity for us
Oh,
and getting to
y'all
play
took
against
it.
getting to play against Joe Johnson in championship, stuff like that. It only made sense to keep going.
Look at I don't want to start no fire. I ain't trying to start no smoke, but Miami 305 just jumped on. And
Yeah,
they just said, oh, my bad. I didn't know I was jumping into enemy territory. Yo,
yeah,
this first week is being pumped up,
yeah,
man. This June
yeah,
14th, CBS, Allstate Arena in Chicago. You got the Miami 305 taking on LA Riot. I mean, we're coming in with like the heavyweight championship, UFC status. I mean, this is like a
yeah,
mega match right here. And you could feel it, bro. When I had a chance to talk with Reggie Evans and Rio, I mean, they kept it real. It was like a certain kind of energy that they had on here with me. And look, man, I'm telling him like, yo, Dwight Howard, Reggie, how do you stop this? He's a machine. We ain't worried. Wait till we get out there. We ain't the talkers. We ain't the one. We gonna prove it on the court. How important is it to win week one, this first game, Jordan?
I mean, I think that's already in the bag. You know what I'm saying? We like Mike Beasley as a basketball player.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I'll let.
yeah, that's, you know what I'm saying?
I love it. I love it. JC, man, before I let you go, man, I know you do a lot of things off court too. I know you're working on some great things off court. I love
Yeah,
everything that you do on court. Beast, dog. I mean, one of the most sickest ballers that we have, if not probably top baller at Big Three, man. For real.
yeah,
And I really mean that.
man, I
I truly mean
appreciate
that,
it.
dog. You're exciting to watch, man. You are one of the most exciting players that when you step on that court, you don't want to look away. You do it all, and you also get those buzzer beaters, those winning shots,
Yeah.
and I love that right there. It's so exciting to watch you. But off court, you also do some great things,
Yeah.
JC. I mean, if there's anything that you want to share to the fans and share to the people that you do off court, we
Oh,
appreciate it as well.
yeah. I got a Craig Cafe that me and my family opened up about a year and a half now. It's located downtown Detroit. We got a speakeasy, a bar in it too, a full cafe, and then a members lounge that we looking for the big three party when they come in town. The
Done,
big three got to host a party there, man. You
done,
know what I'm saying? Buy the bar out. Take care of us. Taking
done.
care of the big three, take care of me. You feel me?
We
But
gotta do that. We
yeah.
gotta do that in Detroit. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, no, for sure. But the excitement on court, that's I think the LA Riots, we definitely want to not just win the games, we want to entertain too. We like to do everything. We like to show our whole personality on the court. That basketball shit come a little easy to me, so I like to see the girls front row, smirk at them a little bit. We're gonna do everything when we on the
There
court,
it
man.
is.
So big three
There, you
series
gotta love it
is
right
on its
there.
way.
And if you're
Yeah,
gonna do it, what a season, what a year to do it. Jordan Crawford, Dwight Howard, Wesley Johnson, Jeff Teague, Elijah Stewart,
yeah,
coached by Nick Young, Swaggy P. LA, this is the new franchise. LA,
for
this
sure.
is the new merch. LA, this is the new team. Intuit Dome. It is the LA Riot. June 14th, they're taking on the Miami 305. Tickets are on sale right now. Big3.com/tickets. CBS, Vice TV. Yo, man, and shout out to Starter and shout out to all our sponsors and shout out to every single fan that is a part of the Big Three. We thank you. This is that time right now to tell your friends, tell your family, tell every single person that you know. This is the season to watch. It is a must watch first week,
Yeah.
June 14th, you want to catch the LA Riot taking on Miami 305. Jordan Crawford, co-captain of LA Riot. Is there anything you'd like to say before we get on out of here?
Man, shout out Tattoo, man. You always keep the energy, you know what I'm saying? That's big. And I appreciate all the guys that, finally got pride in themselves again, man. It ain't all about trying to make it to that damn NBA, man. The big three is big as it get. It is the league. You feel me?
Man, say that one more time. No, that sounded then say that one more time for the fans, man.
Nah, big three. This is the league.
Number
Just
one.
like that, man.
The number one league in the world is the big three, and we ain't just saying that. I promise you, you will find out. Prove it to yourself. June 14th on CBS and Vice TV. I want to thank you so much, Jordan Crawford, for your time. I truly appreciate it, man. From the bottom of my heart, you are a team player, brother.
My God, appreciate
Much love, guys. Stay tuned, man.
you.
Our next live takeover, Baby Bash, artist Baby Bash. He's gonna jump on our takeover. More info coming soon. Your friend Tattoo, Jordan Crawford. Thank you so
We
much.
out.
Stay tuned.
Yes, sir.